Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This is going to be my first video on Element Fission. And to introduce myself, if you don't know me yet, I'm Reverse. I'm playing the game since March 2025. And I'm also the developer of Fission Hub, the companion site for the game with guides, tier lists, and so on. And I thought it's going to be a good idea if I not only talk about Fission Hub, but also about the game itself. And we do some fun videos like talking about the patch updates and about, I don't know, everything happening around the game itself. So yeah, we're gonna start with the gameplay balance update today. Patchlog version 1.9.2. It's gonna release tomorrow on July 27th. And it has some exciting features coming up next. Not only some gameplay balance updates, but as well a new relic system and yeah, pretty exciting event for new players. So if you don't know the game yet, if you haven't started the game yet, tomorrow is the best time probably since release to start the game because of the new update. It's going to be so much easier for you to start the game, to progress through the game, and yeah, to catch up with every other players that are playing for longer time now. So yeah, let's go through the update. We just go through the whole patch log and talk a bit about it. I'm gonna read it out and yeah, give my opinion on it. So the first thing is the gameplay balance update. We starting with the Electromancers. The Water, Fire, Light have the leader skill removed and gain a new skill 4. That's no big deal, I think. The leader skills were really helpful anyways for them. So yeah, the new skill 4 is exciting. They all have their first skill updated, so Shock is going to be updated for every element, including the light and dark. Before it was when landing a critical hit increases your action bar by 10%, and after when not landing a glancing hit increases your action bar by 10%. So that's pretty good because for the water, for example, the new force skill will be Frost Flash. Your attacks do not land critical hits but have a 25% chance to apply freeze for one turn. If they haven't changed or weren't going to change the first skill, in that case, it would never really increase the action bar because he would not land a critical hit. So I think that's updated because of the new skills for them, and especially for the water skill. So the fire one will get a fourth skill as well. Electric Spark has a 20% chance to apply burn for 2 turns when attacking. It's pretty nice. The fire one is already pretty strong in my opinion. I don't really see a lot of people use it, but it can hit pretty hard and it can tank really good, especially against dots. I think the reason you don't really see it that much is because you don't really see that much dots, except for the fire specialist. So with the new skill, the burn could be really nice because it has multi hits on on skill 1. So 20% chance when attacking, and I guess that's probably going to be per hit. So the yeah, first skill multi-hitting will probably increase the chance for the burn then. Glimmer Light has, after being attacked, recovers 10% HP for all allies. Can only activate once per turn. That's pretty okay. Nothing too big, I think. Yeah, that's okay. That's not gonna make it overpowered or anything. Um, that's decent. So the Viking has the Heart of the Frost Giant updated. Before it has a 6% chance per rune to apply freeze for 2 turns, and now it has a 30% chance to apply freeze for 1 to 2 turns. For each rune, you have the chance increased by 5%. So before it was 6% chance per rune to apply freeze, and now it's 30% chance to apply freeze for 1 to 2 turns. and each rune is going to increase the chance. So yeah, basically more chance to apply freeze. I'm not sure about the 1/2/2 turn freeze, if that's going to be random or if that's I don't know, skill upgrade. It's probably not going to increase the turns of freeze, so not exactly sure how this is going to turn out. We will see tomorrow then. The Samurai has the Law of the Jungle skill updated. That's the third skill, I think. Third or second skill. It's basically the where it goes in a 1v1 battle and yeah, basically it does multi-hit. And before it was grants self a 3-turn effect up, changed to a 3-stack provoke. And while the skill is on cooldown, the counterattack chance increases from 25% to 35%. So this in combination is really good. So because it gives himself the 3-stack provoke, so it attacks. If it does not kill, it still gives himself provoke. So you can still target single enemies. And if you don't kill them, they still shouldn't be that much of a threat afterwards. And with the combination of, while the skill is on cooldown, the counter attack chance increases from 25 to 35%. That means it provokes and it gets attacked, and the chance to provoke is now to counterattack is now increased. So you will probably see a lot more counterattacks because it has the provoke and it will get attacked more frequently, and simultaneously has the chance increased. So that's pretty nice. And I like the Samurai. I like the tree one. I like the fire one. They're fun. They're kind of hard to gear, especially the tree one, but they can be really fun. The fairy has the misdirection skill updated. Yeah, add effect, decrease target action bar by 30%. That's nice. It's a nice addition. It's nothing too big, I think. Because most of the time you will be stunned afterwards anyways, I think. If I don't have the skill wrong in my head right now. But I think you're stunned afterwards when the effect ends anyways. So that's a nice addition, nothing too big, I think. Bookworm, Element Bolt, Water, Fire, Tree, Light, and Dark. So for everyone, basically. The effect rate of debuffs has been reduced from 50% to 80%. That's for the skill ups, to 30 to 60%. It's not really a big deal for the fire, the tree, and the dark one, I think. It's more of a big deal for the water and the light one, especially for the light one because of the death break on skill 1, which was pretty good. So yeah, that's basically a nerf to the water and the light one. Yeah. Rock Meow, those are probably my favorite elements right now. So Prank Water gets updated when attacking an enemy with debuffs. Before, ignores the target's effect resistance. After, has a 50% chance to apply 1-turn irresistible freeze. So the ignored target's effect resistance was kinda, yeah, I don't know, useless anyway, because you wanted to not stun the enemy to get the additional turn. So you can attack, crit, which it does all the time. So it's really good against the light bear, for example. And you didn't want to have the stun, so you get the proc on an additional turn and then skill 1 to deal additional damage. So that's basically a buff to a pretty good Element already. So it gets 50% chance to apply 1-turn irresistible freeze, which is a guaranteed freeze on basically 50% chance to, yeah, irresistible. It's not irresistible. So if you proc it, it's can't be resisted. So that's pretty good. Sucker Punch Dark, damage increased by 25%, is also really good. The Dark Rock Meow is basically yeah, budget Dark Assassin. So Dark Assassin is still pretty OP, so it's not that close to it, but damage increased by 25% is pretty good. Because it ignores the passive effects of elements when attacking with Sucker Punch. So yeah, the chance to kill is even higher now, especially against, like, I don't know, Dark Joker or other passive elements. Gyro. This is really great for beginners. They updated the skill based on a suggestion on the Discord, I think. Not exactly the description, but it was requested to update the gyro for, I think, the cooldown of the skill. And they did, the base cooldown is reduced by 1 turn, the base effect rate is increased by 20%, the relevant entries in the skill upgrade effect are removed, and the maximum level is reduced from level 7 to level 4, so it's easier to skill them up. And the cooldown is also lowered, so this makes it just even easier to start farming for experience for new players. Turtle Tank, Bulwark, the damage reduction now increases from 15% to 20%. Remove effect increases the max HP of all allies. Add effect after your attack grants other allies death up for 2 turns, cooldown 3 turns. So damage reduction increase from 15 to 20% is nice. Increases the max HP of all allies. Yeah, okay. Nothing too big, I think. Turtle Tank wasn't really used before that much, so the 5% damage reduction is nice, and the death up after attacked can be, yeah, could be really nice for like the dome fighters, for example. Like, you can bring the turtle tank and 2 dome fighters, and then yeah, you bring it in like water mercenary mom and the tree bear, and the tree bear does the AoE, so it hits the light turtle tank, and then you get the death up, you know. But there are probably better alternatives for the death up, like the light robo, for example, also boosting the attack bar, or the dark police. Yeah, those were the balance updates. Now we have the feature updates. We have the feature update for the specialization. So there were 2 type adjustments for the light man-at-arms, which loses the core specialization, and the water Viking losing the nuka specialization, but gaining the core specialization. I think this is in preparation for the new relics we're going to talk about shortly, because there's one unique relic coming up, which gives an additional turn, and the light man-at-arms is already really good at cycling, so I think that's in preparation for the relic system. And the water Viking wasn't really a nuker before, so that makes sense. Yeah, after the update, specialization points for the related elements will be automatically forgotten and need to be relearned. So if you have those 2 spec'd, make sure to respec them. And now the exciting feature, or one of the exciting features, the Relics System. So if you played Summoner's War, and yeah, I know people don't like to name the game when talking about Element Fission, but if you played Summoner's War, those are basically the artifacts with a twist, or with an upgrade, better said. So let's talk a bit about them. So a new type of equipable item divided into elemental relics, and specialization relics. Each element can equip up to 2 relics. For more details about relics, please refer to the developer note. So they had a separate developer note for the relics and for the patch. Basically, elemental relics are the attributes categorized relics for water, fire, tree, light, and dark. And you can only equip them if the attribute of the element matches the relic, or the other way around, if the attribute of the relic matches the one of the element. So yeah, that's basically going to be the left relic, and then the red relic, the specialization relic, which is categorized into the specializations, the roles of the elements, initiator, new kit, disabler, disrupted, support, tank, and core. And it's the same like for the elemental relics. You can only equip it if the relic matches the type of the specialization of the element. And those are the unique relics I talked about before. When a brilliant grade relic drops, there's a small chance to discover a unique brilliant relic. The substats of unique relics do not follow the same random rules as ordinary relics. Their substats appear in a relatively fixed pattern, and they often possess some special passive effects. So those are the extra turn relics and some other relics they haven't shown yet, so we will find out tomorrow. To farm the new relics, there's the Ruins Dungeon. The Ruins Dungeon has two new bosses, the Mad Chemist Water and the Lava Crawler Fire. And the Water Dungeon will drop the Elemental Relics, and the Fire one will drop the Specialization Relics. And it's described as an extremely high difficulty dungeon. And the bosses are immune to continuous damage effects, action bar reduction effects, and so on. So no red teams and no, I don't know, no lights popo teams. So take reduced damage based on max HP. So yeah. Then the bosses described here. Two assistants will continuously inject acidic and alkaline solutions into the professor to maintain the acid-based balance. When the acid and base are in balanced state, the professor possesses powerful HP recovery capabilities. By defeating an assistant on either side, the acid-base balance will be disrupted and the professor's recovery ability will be weakened. However, at the same time, depending on which assistant is defeated, professor's potion will become either strongly acidic or strongly alkaline. So it's basically playing with those two chemics. Lava Crawler, this massive but slow-moving machine, will appear from a position far away from the screen. After each skill it will crawl one step forward. By utilizing the freeze effect, its advance can be temporarily halted. When it gets close enough to its target, it will unleash a devastating blow. Devastating blow, I don't know if that's... Might be one shot, so basically whole wipe, maybe. Maybe you can tank it, I don't know. We will see that tomorrow, I guess. There's probably a lot of people going to already have teams in their mind. By utilizing the freeze effects, I just remember the Water Viking change and the Cat change, so the Rock Meow change. They might be good in here, so we will see. And this one is probably my favorite of the whole patch, the Growth Support event. This event will be automatically activated upon each account creation or account reset, only valid for accounts created after this version update, and will last for 30 days from the date of account creation. So basically that's an event for new players where you get a lot of rewards, which include selectable 3-star light dark element and selectable 4-star water fire tree attribute element, and additionally in brilliant Illyrium. So you get lots of rewards in those 30 days and can also select two units. So you're probably going to pick like the Light Popo and the Tree Ninred or Tree Bookworm, depending on what you pulled before. So this gives a really easy start to the game and helps you out a lot with the progression. Going forward into like Boxing Club B10 and other dungeons where you use the Light Popo, for example. And yeah, that's a really good event, and people asked for this for a long time because the game already progressed so much further that there's a lot of people that are way higher up with their gear, and they have a lot of better gear, and it's pretty hard for new players to farm gear like we did before all the changes. So before the luck change, before, I don't know, there were energy events and stuff going on. So I think this is a really nice event coming up for new players. And like I said in the intro, if you're new to the game, if you haven't played the game before, definitely check out the game now when the update is live. And I hope you enjoyed the game, because we desperately need new players in the game. So they also add an event for the Ruins dungeon, which will open on the 22nd of each month and last for 3 days. That's basically the same like the other dungeon events. And they also add a challenge category for the Ruins dungeon. Additionally to all those changes and new features, we also have some quality of life updates. For example, the setting, ignore pop-up settings. It now affects the pop-up windows when selling gears, crystals, and relics, which makes the inventory management a lot easier and a lot faster. And also the gear panel mode switch, where you can switch between the format for the substats on the gear. Before the new bars, they had like the old plain text mode, and now they have the progress bar mode. And there's a lot of people that prefer the old plain text mode, like myself. And yeah, you are going to be able to switch between them now. And there's other updates. That's mostly like issue fixed for light twin blades, or I don't know, tree monk passive not triggering correctly. But there's also some nice stuff in here hidden, which should be up under yeah, maybe quality of life features. So for Elite Arena, they yeah, changed the required consecutive wins for the win streak related quests. They reduced the wins from 5 to 3. There were a lot of people asking for that because it was, yeah, depending on the rank where you place on the arena, it was pretty hard to get 5 consecutive wins for some people. And also they increased the not increased, reduced the required count for quests related to the Abyss dungeon and Mental Fortress. So they make it easier to like yeah, finish the guild task for those. And they optimize the drops for the third guild chest, which is the gold one, the last one, where you had like, I don't know, gold drops and stuff, which was like a punch in the face when you played all the guild tasks and your guild managed to finish all the guild tasks, and you could open the gold chest and you get gold from it. Probably the single-handedly yeah, least exciting rewards in the whole game. And yeah, this is nice to have. It's really nice to have. The time limit for mentors to remove inactive mentees has been reduced from 10 to 5 days, which is also really nice. 10 days is way too long, and there's a lot of people in the game that like added other people as mentees and then did nothing, and you couldn't remove them, and yeah, you couldn't get energy from them, and yeah, that sucked. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, and some more issue fixes. So all in all, I think this is a really good update. There's like tons of stuff still missing in the game, like badge upgrades, theme arena, and I don't know, but in my opinion, I think this is like the right direction. And you have always to consider the size of the team behind the game, and I think they're doing pretty good at the moment. Their last update was kind of meh with the luck changes, and a lot of people were, yeah, not really happy with it. But I think this is a really good patch, especially with the new player event. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you gained some insights on the game. And like I said, if you're a new player, start the game tomorrow. Gonna be fun. And see you all in the chat. Bye.